Hello, hello, hello. It is currently 4 in the morning. I wanted to start this vlog at home, not here at the airport, but it was so hectic getting all the luggages in the car. So we're starting here at the airport. We are flying to Vietnam. First, the flight's gonna be from OKC to Dallas, and then from Dallas to Narita Airport in Tokyo. And then from Tokyo to Saigon. And then from there, we have a 5-6 hour car ride back to Sopchang. We are at the Dallas airport. Something I need to mention is this is going to be the beginning of a series of vlogs in Vietnam, and I'm very excited. You can tell I'm super tired already. So we're gonna walk around the airport, find some food, get something to eat, take a nap before we board our flight, because even though it's a long flight and there are plenty of opportunities for me to sleep, I still want to get some shut-eye before we board the flight. That way I don't miss a meal when I'm on the flight. So with that being said, let's go find some food. I ended up not finding any food, nothing I like to eat, so I just walked around and walked back to where I was sitting and took a little nap before our flight. So yeah, that's it. I was hungry. I was very hungry. I actually did not put any cologne on this morning, so I might have to put some on now. Huh. It's also pretty good. Spray myself. This one smells the best. I know you're lying. Y'all say you've never done this before. Go to a Sephora or Ulta and just spray yourself with a cologne or perfume. Back to our mission. Yeah, let's find some food because your boy is super hungry. I like the new design of these. It's pretty cool. Back to our mission, finding food. Personally, I don't care for designer stuff. I like niche stuff. Niche backpacks, niche wallets, niche, sling bags. I'm all for it, but something like a designer bag has never appealed to me like that. I think there's a space up here to hang out. Oh, this is cool. Quick rating on this airplane, this aircraft. Everything, my experience so far, it's in a solid 2 out of 10. Why I usually fly with Japan Airlines is because they have a bidet. They have a bidet down here, but this one does not have a bidet. So, unfortunately, no bidet during this whole 15-hour flight. The food, beyond mid. Mid was an understatement because look at what came out. It was literally just random meat glued together with some Asian barbecue sauce on top, and the salad was just so sad. Everything was just so sad. I would rather them giving me an Ambien and let me sleep through the whole flight rather than eating that meal. Anyways, this was after about sitting for 7 hours, 8 hours, I think, and my legs just completely went numb. I was wearing compression socks and I was trying to move my leg around, even bought a leg hammock, but something about long flights, man. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys struggle with that too. So I highly recommend compression socks, getting a little foot hammock, making sure you move around every few hours. I mean, honestly, if you can, get an aisle seat, move around every hour. That helps a ton, but definitely take care of your legs when you're on a long haul flight like this. Especially those international flights are killer. Alright, we are back to our seat. Hope you guys don't hear too much turbulence, but yeah, the in-flight entertainment is not all that. And it's using one of those like old remotes. I remember having this when I first moved to America in 2007. Nothing looked good, so I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. Oh, I did see something about this one. Apparently it's good. I might go back to sleep
just because I think in Vietnam right now the time is nighttime. So this would be a good time for me to acclimate to the time zone. Disappointing flight. I was really looking forward to having a bidet on the flight. I don't know what it is about it, but having a bidet on the flight just makes you feel so nice and clean. And we're late. We have a 2-hour connection in Japan, but we were an hour late taking off. So I'm hoping I have enough time to get food. We made it to Japan. What a delay. Instead of a 2-hour layover, we only have 1 hour instead of 2 hours. And I spent 30 minutes trying to get my seats right. So we're gonna see if we can try to find some food, something, because I am starving. And I've been looking forward to Japanese food this whole time. One of my favorite things to travel while having a layover in Japan is the food. This is what I'm looking at right now. It's so empty. It's so empty.
I decided to get some ice cream from the vending machine and some other snacks as well. On the plane, we had some hamburger with mushroom rice and egg, and it was super delicious. The flight attendants were very nice. She kept coming by to ask if we were doing okay and offers us some ice cream as well. I'll show you guys that here in a second. And the miso soup was really good. So definitely worth it, better than American Airlines for sure. This ice cream, it was the first time I've had the maple cookie ice cream, Haagen-Dazs, and it was delicious. Immigration wasn't too bad this time. The lines were a lot shorter than I remember. Last time it was super long. And when we finally made it out, we got all our baggage. Look at this sea of people waiting for their family. This is the most crowded I've ever seen this airport, especially around Lunar New Year time. So I was very overwhelmed with the amount of people. And I was just looking for my family too. So I finally spotted them on the right side and told my mom where they were. And honestly, I realized that one day when I come back to this beautiful country, I won't have family to pick me up. It would just be me getting a ride to an empty house that no one lives in anymore. So I'm still so grateful to have family that is picking me up and just seeing everyone, and I'm just trying to enjoy all of it. We made it. It's hella crowded in here.
First meal in Vietnam. We have the oldest banh mi in Vietnam. Pho as well. On the hero code, we have cured meats, some pate, cilantro, pickled veggies. Just the basic stuff. We have made it to Sóc Trăng, which is my hometown. I'm starting to unpack this a little bit, just so that makes it easier for myself tomorrow. My little portable closet action. We got they actually installed a little hot shower thing.
We are on the streets at night, and this is my old school right here. Bây giờ nó làm hơn còn nước ngọt luôn rồi. Không, mà cái chỗ cái khu công viên á. Đó đẹp hơn ngọt lúc trước luôn.
Alright, first meal. So on the second day we got bánh ướt. Bánh ướt is like a very pretty traditional rice paper, like wet rice paper. Uk means wet, and bánh means like pastry. Basically, it's just wet rice paper, and you have like fish sauce. You have this is like a cuir meat, like a cuir pork, and we got some like fried egg rolls, which is I'm excited. We got some mince too. I'm not a big fan of mince. We have a lot of rice paper factories around. Super fresh. Some pepper would be so nice. So nice. And I'm just gonna pour it all on. That way it's coats every piece of rice paper. There are some with just like plain rice paper, but there are also some, bring the camera show you, would has like a little minced pork filling. Yeah, I need more than one. And this fish sauce is not like the normal fish sauce you get at the market neither. It's like a homemade fish sauce, which perfect. Homemade fish sauce is just the store-bought fish sauce, and you add a little bit of water, you add a little bit of lime juice, sugar. Some people put garlic in it. In a little, we're gonna have a second breakfast at my favorite pho place. It's called Pho Blanc. Can't wait to show you guys. First bite. It takes so long to prep my food. Super fresh. Super fresh. You hear all that talking in the background, that's my family trying to work out where to eat and stuff and the plans for the day. The thing about living in America for so long is like everyone's doing their own thing. Never really like having one to plan stuff with, stuff for like friends. So I'm still getting used to like people just planning stuff to do with me and whatnot. The cuir meat here, galore, is so good. It tastes like it was made yesterday. The ones with the minced pork inside, like, and it has those like little black mushroom type thing. I love fish sauces that are like not super salty because I'm a sauceaholic. So I'm so used to, I literally like to drown my food in the fish sauce. I'm trying to find my mom right now. My mom is nowhere to be found, and that's the thing. When she comes back here, she roams. Let's try this egg roll. Wow. Inside you have like some filling, and there's some taro in there too. So the starchiness just kind of holds everything together. The rice paper on the outside is not crispy. This is a spot this morning, so it's not as crispy anymore. But when it's fresh, it's super crispy, and then you have like a good balance between like taro roots with pork and some other ingredients. Cucumbers taste like cucumbers. When you hear people like Vietnamese people talk, it sounds like yelling. We're not yelling. We're just loud. Bánh gấu thì không có cá kèm. Sweet tea here is so good. We have the OG. They're talking about my sister at the hair salon right now. She doesn't know certain words for like straightening your hair, and honestly, hopefully my Vietnamese gets a lot better after this trip because my Vietnamese is so bad. I have an uncle who is super smart. Like in our little village, he got sponsored to go to school in Australia. This man memorized the dictionary, the English dictionary, as a native Vietnamese speaker. I have a ton of stuff planned for this trip, as far as like traveling throughout Vietnam, because last time I didn't get to do it. Last time I was just kind of hanging out with my family, which is I'm super grateful for. I remember on an episode I did with Fawn and Will, and one of the questions from the bowl cards was like, which group of people do you identify with the most? And I couldn't authentically and genuinely say like identify with Vietnamese people because I feel like there's so much in my culture I have not learned about or I don't know about. So even though I am Vietnamese, I speak Vietnamese, I'm fluent, even though I lived here and I'm from here. This country has evolved so much and the culture has evolved so much to where I genuinely can't grasp it sometimes. We're on our way to get pho now, and it's feeling pretty good. The weather's super nice. Hopefully you guys aren't picking up too much wind noise. But we're on our way to get pho from one of my favorite places to get pho at. And yeah. We'll keep you guys more updated as when we get closer. All right, we are here. Every time I come back here, I gotta come here and eat. This is so good. Food is here. Yeah, come on. Special bowl. It's called special padak big, which just has everything in it. And I also ordered some bone marrow, which should slap. This is one of my favorite places because the beef flavor is just so tender. So. Ăn thử hấp thử trước.
Dạ.
Ăn. Đây đấy. Yeah, come on. Fuck, it's just like how I remember. It's so sweet. And this is a bone marrow. This is fat. I usually get nước béo, which is like the fatty that brought the rice to the top of the pho. When you cook the meat in bone marrow and all of it comes out. But here I just get straight bone marrow. There aren't a lot of places in America that has bone marrow. And funny enough, recently I went to a place that did have bone marrow and they weren't even selling it. They were just giving it for free because no one orders it. Okay, come on. And this, I just got extra onions. Very. Yeah.
Dạ.
We're talking to the owner. We come here so much that he recognized us. I've been coming here since I was a kid. So he asked how long I'm gonna be here. I'll be here for a while. That's the answer. One day indefinitely. This is basil, Thai basil. Definitely a must. But I don't know why that one I just picked up kind of seemed kind of small. I don't want to put too much though. It takes away the flavor of the broth. In my friends group, I'm known as the foodie, but it's hard to be a foodie when you can't describe food to people. Especially when it's like food, like Vietnamese food. Ooh, this has like a, you guys can't see it. This has like an egg inside, like an egg yolk, which makes it so creamy. Fatty and creamy. I can eat that all day by itself. Okay, first bite. Wow, son, it's so good. Damn, how lucky am I, right? So we can sit here eating bomb-ass food. Even the hoisin sauce here tastes like homemade, which is crazy. Chú Đoàn bán phở bao lâu rồi?
Chú Đoàn bán phở tính giao nhiêu năm rồi? Mấy năm rồi. Mấy năm phải không? Tôi nhớ bán từ lúc bên kia đó.
I just don't know how long it's been.
Chú bán phở này còn bên Cuba đó. Nói cái hàng này còn mấy tuổi à?
Yeah.
Ở đây nó không vậy đâu. Dạ. Nó cũng như vậy đó. Cũng vậy vậy.
So we just asked the owner how long he's been selling pho. And he's literally been selling pho before I was born.
Hai đứa nó đang học đại học. Dạ, nó đang lương nhau, lấy nhau. Rồi có con nó giờ có con nữa rồi. Qua mấy năm rồi.
Kind of like in Japan, how Japan is known for having certain families that do only one craft and they perfect it, master it for generations. That's kind of how it is in Vietnam too. And what's really sad is during COVID, a lot of those places shut down, went out of business, and never reopened up again. If I had just traveled earlier, I would have gotten to experience a lot more. And that's what I mean, man. You gotta travel and you gotta get out there and like get new perspective, new knowledge, new experience, especially experience to be more worldly, and that helps you be a lot more happy. Because when you see that there's so much beauty life has to offer, you kind of forget about the sad stuff. And the beauty is not always a inanimate object or a scenery. Sometimes the people you meet, the stories they tell, the experience you get is so invaluable that, I mean, that's what makes life worth living. So let's move on to the bone marrow. Brother, think of the best pho broth you've had, and just concentrated by the 20. If y'all see my back right now, it's sweaty. That's the thing about, like I said, about Vietnam, it's like you get sweaty so quick here. The moment you step out of the shower, you're sweaty again. So there's no, like, I'll shower 3 times a day if I'm working out. I did find myself a nice little gym, so we're gonna get a little workout in. Nice machines. The machines here. It's always a thing. Oh, y'all see all the weights on there. We gonna make this shit. Something about working out with high humidity makes you
It's hard.
How funny is this shit? They had the two 10 pounds or 10 kilograms weight here as foot pedals. I miss MMA. This is like a little Thai bag. It's so tempting. Look at this sticky rice. So this sticky rice is actually from a local place that I've been going to for as long as I can remember. And they just have this technique of cooking the chicken, cooking this, like making the sauces, the homemade fish sauce. They just have the technique down pat, and it's delicious. Anyways, so grateful to be here. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm just so happy to be here right now. This is the first vlog of many, but I'm just super happy to be here. I'm just super grateful to be here, having the opportunity to travel back to my hometown and with my family. Everyone is still here. As I get older, I realize that moments like these, I'm not gonna have too many of those anymore in the future. And so I need to just be in present. Even though I'm vlogging, I need to be more present and just enjoy the moments. So I'll capture as much of it as I can, and just to show you guys how we live here, how the culture is, and how me as mostly Americanized Vietnamese person, how it feels like to be back here. We're gonna go on a lot of adventures together, so stay tuned for that. You guys are gonna get a ton of bed footages, which is the Lunar New Year. We call it in Vietnamese, we call it bed, and it's our biggest holiday. I'm gonna do my best to do that justice and give you guys the full experience. And then after that, we have a lot of traveling to do. So super excited. Anyways, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Until the next vlog, be safe, be happy, be grateful, and be adventurous. Almost be curious. You have to be curious in life. You have to open up your mind to travel, to be more worldly. You have to open up your mind to a new perspective. If not, it's not worth living. I promise you. I've been on both sides. It's worth the time. It's worth the effort. It's worth the headache of planning the travel. Because once you're here, you're here. It's worth it. That would be my advice for today. So, carpe diem. Have a good day. Bye-bye.